Hey there. So in this video, I'm going to be talking briefly about something called support and resistance. Now, this is a term that's used in technical analysis, right? Just as it says here, technical analysis, basic education. And I'm just going to briefly go over it. How is it talked, or how is it used? Because sometimes when you'll look at charts, when you look at charts, or you hear chartists or technical analysts talking about support and resistances, you're probably a little bit confused, because when I first started learning how to trade, I was a little bit confused about support and resistance. So I'm just going to talk briefly about that here. So if you go on Investopedia and you type in, or if you go on Google and type in support and resistance basics Investopedia, you'll come to this page. Now I'll leave a link down below, but when you come to this page, it'll talk about different types of support and resistances. So basically what a support and resistance is that if you look here, it's just areas where the price is having trouble break through, right? So here, example, if you've watched my previous video on candlesticks or how to read them, you'll see that here the price goes up and then it touches it, closes it, but then the next time it goes down, and then it goes down, and then comes back up again and touches the same price level, and it can't seem to bust through, so it just goes back down and then comes back up, and it's around in the same price, I guess, price area, right? So that would be kind of a resistance. So resistance means that it's just like the ceiling, it's hard for it to break through. Now support would be, I guess, on the flip side. If you look down here, it's coming down, testing it, and it can't break. It's going up and then comes back down, tests it again, goes back up, and so on and so forth. So basically, the support is area where the price might bounce off of, right? And that's and usually it's where price has touched or tagged an area before. So here would be an area where the price has touched before for the support, and up here is the resistance, right? So here would be a resistance area. So that's pretty much one way, and one of the simplest ways of looking at support and resistances is the ceiling and the floor, right? So that's one of the ways to look at the support and resistances. Now there's other things called trend lines, right? Like here. So right, as you can see, there's a line that the price tends to hug. So that, I guess, in some sense, that's kind of a support, right? And another one is something called the moving average. So that could also be a support, or it could also act as resistance. So one thing to note about support and resistances is that after a price breaks a support, it then becomes a resistance. So example, this is a support right here, right? And then it's being supported by this blue line, and then after it comes below it, it then turns into a resistance. So price goes beneath the support, and then it now acts as a resistance. And the same is true of the opposite. So if it breaks resistance, it now becomes support. All right. So that's here is something else. It's with Fibonacci. So Fibonacci is something else that I'll talk about, but Fibonacci could be used as a support and or resistance. See these lines here? So there's different types of supports and resistances, but in this video I just want to briefly talk about what that is, just because when I first started I didn't really understand the term support and resistance, and so hopefully that I can shed some light and share my knowledge with you in this video, and hopefully you'll gain a better understanding of what it means when you hear these terms. But yeah, all right, well, yeah, other than that, I hope you found this video educational. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't really like it or didn't understand it, please leave a comment down below on what you didn't like, what you don't understand, and maybe I can help you out. Leave a comment and or answer your question. And yeah, if you are interested in receiving future or notifications of my future videos, hit that subscribe button. But other than that, thanks for watching. Bye for now.